FC and Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. No changes at the half for both sides, so we're gonna expect that they're gonna use much of the personnel that they had in the first half as well. And the noise level is starting to go up now out here. United City FC getting that extra push from the boys from Cordillera. On the other side, Cebu seems like this is an away field for them because of the crowd that we have. Oh, a challenge there from Corsame. And Dizon is down.
As we take a look at the replay, Kurt just kind of gets clipped from behind there. He seems to be in a bit of pain. You see all the players just begging for some type of card there, pleading their case.
Robertson not happy with that. He's asking for some type of punishment for Corsame.
Lots of firepower for this UCFC on the bench. They have many options who they could bring on, all capable of, impacting this match. Let's hope he's okay, because obviously the coach didn't want to make any changes at halftime, and I think that's a good idea that he didn't, as there were positive signs from both teams. So it's no surprise to me that neither club decided to make a halftime adjustment. But I'm sure as this half goes on, there will be adjustments made quite soon. Oh, that's an ugly tackle there.
Physical game here. Kieran Hayes down.
I don't think the ref was anywhere near the play. As we take a look, we have a good shot of this replay. Studs come up, and yeah, that's above the boot there, and that should definitely be a card in my opinion. Yeah, but I don't think this center ref was close enough. Had a good.
He has to get some consultation with the assistant referee out here, and here it is. Just a consultation with the fourth official, Rodney Labele.
Frustrations and heat picking up as soon as the second half starts now here, Jamer. And tensions are high right now.
Referee Melton Palayo, one hand in his pocket, and John Ren Saldivar might get a card here. And that is a yellow card. You called it, Nate. A yellow card on John Ren Saldivar after that challenge on Kieran Hayes.
Yeah, just a little reckless, as we saw the boot come over the foot there, and that's where injuries can happen. So fortunately he's okay. And now we have a corner kick for Kenshiro Daniels on our UCFC side.
A lot of options out here. You have JJ Robertson out there. You have Ricky Sendra. You can also use Kieran Hayes and Matthew Custodio. Kenshiro Daniels spoiled for choices out here for this corner. Here goes the outswinger. Kieran Hayes hits the crossbar. Gets it again. Cleared out. Only as far as Sendra. Collision there with Llorente, and Dynamic Herb Cebu will breathe a sigh of relief once again.
I think that surprised everyone there, Jamer, as they all thought. I thought it was going over the bar. Let's take a look. Kenshiro outswings that ball, and I believe
that was Kieran Hayes.
Kieran Hayes with the late header follow through, just kind of dinks it over to everybody and hits the crossbar.
Gets his own miss, by the way, for that.
That's two now, Jamer.
That was
That's
two.
two crossbars that Dynamic Herb Cebu is counting their blessings on.
Yes, they are. Villanueva clears. Dangerous one, but manages to get that away. Throw in for United City FC. Pressure mounting now for Cebu. Forosuelo. Great flick on to Dizon. Daniels to the middle. Saved by Villanueva, but there was an offside call by the referee there on that earlier play.
Oh, that's unfortunate, Jamer. There was some nice football there. Interchange with all the players. One touch. Unlucky there to not stay on line and hold this line, because there was a really good play, good passage of play there.
Things came to life 5 minutes into the second half.
We see there a good shot of the replay. Shout out to our cameraman who caught that well. Kenshiro Daniels just a bit overzealous with his run there. He knew what he wanted, but unfortunately he didn't time it and see the line in that position. He sees the line perfectly, so he just needs to slow down his run, even stop for a moment if he needs to stay on side. And next thing you know, you have a great position for a cross on the side there.
Altinos with an interception. Dynamic Herb Cebu with a chance to reset and regain composure here. Okuda just couldn't get that over the defense, and for Karsami to utilize. Davao covering Daniels. Daniels called for a foul, and that is a handball.
Yeah. Kenshiro did well to get his body in using his body here. There's no foul there, nothing wrong there. It's here, the handball, as we see the ball just bounce and surprising his hand. Not much he could have done there, just kind of maybe keep his hands out of the way and keep his hands on the defender. But again, signs of this UCFC where they're trying to start exactly where they took off in the first half, and which is getting in behind, getting opportunities, and going for that early goal here in the start of the second half here, Jamer.
Dynamic Herb Cebu, you're going to ask yourselves, are they just luring in United City FC to get into those open spaces and then catch them on a counterattack? That's what seems to be happening for Cebu, but nothing is working so far over the last 7 minutes in the second half, as United City FC dominating possession early on and getting plenty of chances as well right from the get-go. Cebu, Gadia to Sinkir, gets that over. Pinthus with a lovely save and making sure that Arda Sinkir would not get anything there.
Yeah, very timely save from Anthony Pinthus. As we take a look here, he forced to come off his line, does exceptionally well, reads the play well, and unfortunate there for that Dynamic Herb Cebu, as they continually show to be dangerous on the counter, as they have dangerous players all over the field in the attack.
A man down for United City FC. It looks like it was Kenshiro Daniels on that challenge from Daniel Gadia. So we'll expect a fair play here from Cebu. There it is. Pretty eventful first few minutes out here in the second half, Nate.
Oh yeah, I mean, just kind of shows what kind of match it's been, and I don't think we're expecting anything less now.
Cebu wins a throw-in. It's been intense and physical as well between Cebu and UCFC. Sinkir takes it back to Saldivar. Back to Sinkir, now to Altinos. Altinos finds the open man in Genko out there over the right side. He's going to have to wriggle his way past Lingbo. Sends the ball over to Sinkir. Altinos regains possession for Cebu. Altinos just couldn't get past two players out there in cream, and it's out for a throw-in. You got to love the Turkish reinforcement for Dynamic Herb Cebu out here from their last season, with the infusion of the Hatay Spor boys in Altinos and Sinkir, as well as Ozcan, but Ozcan is not playing in this game. They've made a lot of adjustments, and with those reinforcements, they were able to put themselves in a position wherein they're one of the favorites to either win the title or challenge the defending champions, Kaya FC Iloilo. Throw in for Cebu. Genko. Looking for options there into the middle for Altinos. Altinos forced to twist and turn. Saldivar. Still with Saldivar. Dispossessed now by Dizon. Of course, Sameg went for the ball and they win it for a throw-in. Uzoka couldn't get his footing right there.
Good skill there from Sandra.
Sandra to Minigeshi. Plenty of options out here. Did not use the through pass for Daniels. Oh, Daniels blocked by Altinos. Cebu asking for an offside there, but
no, he was onside.
He was onside. Yeah. It's going to be a corner for United City FC.
I think Kenshiro Daniels himself was a bit surprised that he was still onside. As we take a look, he's in a good position, and it's again well defended by Dynamic Herb Cebu, as they have been relentless, getting players behind the ball and putting their body behind on the line and doing what they need to do to keep this score line at 0.
Daniels to take this in-swinger of a corner. Punched out by Villanueva once again. Kieran Ace. Still with Kieran. Into the middle. No dice. But they win themselves another corner.
Yeah, that's a nice run from Kieran Hayes. We saw Kenshiro wanted him to leave it for himself, as he could have found himself around the top of the box. But nonetheless, Kieran Hayes does extremely well. Gets down the line and just tries to drive a ball across the goal mouth there. But we see him now forcing another corner kick for Dynamic Herb Cebu. And again, you know, these types of set pieces are mentally draining, Jamer. You know, it's exhausting to constantly defend in moments like this.
Punched out again by Ace. Former Kaya players going at it out here. Custodio couldn't get his head to it, but they still have possession. Pika sends it to Daniels over the left side.
Yeah, I like that first time ball from Pika.
Faking it, taking it over the bar. Close shave for Kenshiro Daniels out there.
Yeah, he just can't believe it. As I said, he's getting himself in opportunities, does extremely well to create some space here. And he opts for the power technique, and he's just drifted, leaning back a bit. You know, it's a good idea, but perhaps, you know, a bit of a technical placement would have been a better option to try and curl it into the back post. But another great opportunity for Kenshiro Daniels, as he's had quite a few tonight, and I'm sure he's eager to get onto the score sheet.
Chima now on a counter-attack for Cebu. For FIFA players out here, for those playing the video game, you would say Kenshiro Daniels might have pressed circle for far too long there.
Right, you know, and it goes back to that first opportunity, right? Like, does he score that? He's easily on a hat trick right now, Jamer, but now he's chasing that first goal. But, you know, it's not easy to put the ball in the back of the net for sure, and can be frustrating the more you miss opportunities. But what's important, as I said earlier, is to continue to get into scoring opportunities and to continue to, you know, to not give up and keep playing. You know, as a striker or as an attacking player, you're judged by these moments on how many goals you produce or how many assists you make, you know, and that's not all their job is, but it is a big part of their job. And for him, even though he might not have his boots on right to score these goals, it's important that he continues to just keep playing. He's getting himself into positions to score goals, so he just kind of has to continue at it and not give up, because, like I said, he easily could be on a hat trick tonight.
Kenshiro Daniels will take this free kick for United City FC. And the fans from Cordillera Regional FA egging them on now. Closing in on the hour mark out here at the PFF National Training Center, and it's still level between these two sides, almost similar to their first meeting in an all-intense battle here in the semifinals. Daniels with the delivery. Header! Goal for United City FC! Simen Lingbo puts them ahead here in the semifinals of the Copa Paulino Alcantara.
And look who made the cross. Look who makes the delivery.
That was Kenny.
Yeah, that was a fantastic ball. And you look at the relief. Look at the relief of the club. You know, and it's not a striker. It's not an attacking mid. It's not an attacking play. It's a midfielder. You know, these goals happen at any moment there, Jamer, and anyone can be the one to put it in the net. And it's good to see when your striker isn't on point on that day that another player can step up and put that ball in the net. That was a fantastic cross and an even better finish from Lingbo. Not even the biggest player in the field, right? He's just in the right place. He times it exceptionally well, and he attacks the ball. Great delivery from Kenshiro with pace, and he curls it right into the danger area. You know, that danger area from the 6-yard box to the penalty box is extremely dangerous. Right there. That's exactly where it should be. And wow, you know, we have a 1-0 lead for UCFC, and now they're all fired up. The game has changed. Now Dynamic Herb has to chase the match. You know, there's no question about it. They have to adjust. And now we might see an open match now.
Borlongan came in right now for Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. Simen Lingbo just at the right place at the right time for that delivery from Kenshiro Daniels.
Yeah.
And United City FC, another chance out here. Kieran Ace. Foul called against United City FC out here.
I'm sure that Kenshiro Daniels is just as relieved to see the ball go into the back of the net, you know, because it's like I said, it's frustrating to get those opportunities and to not score, and to have another player step up and release that pressure. It gives you a bit more breathing room and a bit more relaxation as the match progresses, you know. But we're far from over here, Jamie. We've got about 28 minutes left. It looks like Dynamic Herb Cebu they were already ready to make that sub before the free kick, and it looks like they have a double sub coming on here.
They will have a double sub, so Borlongan didn't came in yet, so my mistake on that. But my intense game now. Cebu trying to claw their way back. Still have 28 minutes to do so, but United City FC have 1 foot into the final after that goal from Simen Lingbo. Here's the substitution now for Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. JB Borlongan coming in for Lorenzo Genco, and Waco Cañas coming in for Rafi Llorente.
Yeah, so like for like on each sub, not much to change tactically. Just, you know, a defender on for a defender, and a speedy, pacey winger on for a speedy, pacey winger. You know, they definitely could use some lift and some spark. You know, it's still early, and it just takes one goal to get back into it. And, you know, these are two players who've had success earlier in their matches, and I'm sure they're going to look to come on and give the team the much-needed lift. You know, as I said, Jamer, it's so exhausting defending the set pieces. Remember, I said that. It's exhausting to constantly defend set pieces. You know, not physically, but mentally, because you have to be switched on. You have to be close to your players. And look at that. Not even the biggest player on the field wins the header because he's not closely marked, and the defense of Dynamic Herb Cebu just fell asleep for a split second, and now the game has changed.
How quickly United City FC turned it on, and now they are leading 1-0 over Dynamic Herb Cebu FC.
Well, we have to credit them because, you know, they were unlucky in the first half not to get any goals. And they started the second half exactly how they started the first half. Not much changed for them. I guess they knew that how they just continued the pressure, the goals will come, whether it be 1, 2, or 3 goals. They will come. And we have to credit them because they went out there with the same mindset and the same tactics as they started the first half. And now it's just about managing this lead and being composed on the ball, and, you know, searching for more goal scoring opportunities, but also just being smart, get behind the ball. And, you know, these last 25 minutes are whether or not they're going to take it to the final. You know, this is the most important 25 minutes for this UCFC all season long that they've had.
It will be very important as well for Dynamic Herb Cebu, as they would like to get that equalizer right away. Key passes as of the moment out here for a piece for Dynamic Herb Cebu FC and United City FC. Those key passes are really the ones we have to look into in terms of how both sides create their chances out here in this game.
Yeah, that's great for our stat man to come up with that. Key passes, have been crucial in this match, as we've seen so many opportunities come from a key pass tonight. And shout out to our stat man there, who's taking the initiative to give us that stat.
Hikaru Minegeshi with space over the left side. Lingbo, the goal scorer, takes it back to Pinthus. Kieran Hayes sends it forward for Minegeshi. Ball goes out. It'll be a throw-in for Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. A lot of Cebu faithfuls in our live stream are saying mahaba pa yung laban, mahaba pa ang oras. Still plenty more to go for Dynamic Herb Cebu to get that equalizer and push this game to extra time, or even possibly get that late goal to send them to the final. We shall wait and see.
Yeah, I'm just looking over here on this UCFC side, Jamer, on when they're going to make their first adjustment and make their first sub, because you got to expect tired legs out there for them. And the last thing you want to do is give up this lead. So if I'm the coach right now at this moment, I'm already thinking, how can I secure it better? Which player can I bring on that can hold on to this lead and add what's missing? Which for me, what's missing in this UCFC side right now is someone in the middle to just kind of not kill the game, but control the game more, right? Connect the passes forward when they need to, but play smart when they need to. Because right now, they have the lead. I don't want to say they shouldn't attack, because they should always keep looking for more goals, but they just have to be smart. We saw how dangerous the Dynamic Herb Cebu can be late in the match with their momentum and their spark. So it's important for the UCFC side, as they're leading, to just play like they're leading and control the match, control the clock, most importantly.
A little bit of commotion between United City and Cebu. Strong challenge there from Altinos. And the referee calls for a foul.
Yeah, especially now that Dynamic Herb Cebu has to chase the match there, Jamer. UCFC has to match that with composure and team play, right? Otherwise, it just becomes a foot race, and you make the match even. You don't let them back in it. And the only way they're going to get back in it is if they see more and more of the ball, right? Then their confidence starts to grow. Then their hopes and emotions start to grow. As we see now, a substitute looking to come on for UCFC shortly.
Cebu tried to go for clearance there, but a clash between Uzoka and Sendra. Both players down on the pitch. Both physios being called into action here by referee Militan Palayo after that clash between Sendra and Uzoka.
Yeah, Dynamic Herb's going to have to dig real deep here in these last 20 minutes if they want to get back into the match. They just brought on some fresh legs, so I'd like to see them use Barlongan more, try to get him involved as much as possible. As we take a look at the replay, great pass from Wako Kanyas as Chima's first touch just slips away from him. And it's a fair tackle, it seems, from Ricky Senja, but it's after the tackle where it seems to cause Chima some pain, as the boot looks like it just rose up against his leg there. But fair play to both players, as they seem to be okay, and no need for any substitutes. Not much left in the season for Dynamic Herb, so they just kind of have to put it all out there. We've seen them come back from behind, Jamer, twice. We've seen them come back from behind against this UCFC side. But stakes are different. This is a semifinal match. The pressure is a bit higher now. And there will be no draw at the end of the night. One team will be victorious. One team will not.
Substitution for United City FC. Mark Hartman coming in for Kieran Hayes. So they're going for more offensive style right now. United City FC with a like-for-like change out here.
Yeah, this is a good sub. Experienced Mark Hartman. We know how dangerous he can be, and he's one of those players who can kind of kill the game with taking the steam out of it, maintain possession. This is a good sub for them to try and manage this lead and the clock here.
Sendra could not get that clear. Now with Cebu, here's Gadya. Altinos sends that forward, looking for Borlongan. Makakuha kaya ng magic bunot ang Cebu sa laro na ito. 19 minutes ang natitira. Uzoka, Borlongan, cross, Sinkir. Kinulang si Sinkir.
Yeah, that was a good entry pass from Borlongan to find Sinclair's feet there, who kind of just ran out of room. But, you know, it's always good to see the substitutes get involved early, as they need to make a positive impact, you know. So for me, you just kind of keep feeding those substitutes. They're fresh, you know. They want to get involved, and they just need to keep feeding him the ball, Borlongan, so he can continue to get involved and get dangerous for the other players as well.
Pinthus looking for Minigeshi, finds Minigeshi. Now interception for Cebu. Could not keep it in their possession. Cañas clears for a throw-in. Daniels to Lingbo. Here's
great pass there from Mark.
Mike Ott to the other side for Furesuelo. Still with Furesuelo. Cuts into the middle. Handball penalty for United City FC, and a chance to double their lead here.
Yeah, so we see the passing ability of Mark in that sequence, and it just the play just drifted out wide. Who plays a dangerous ball in? We got to take a look at that replay. But for how do you pronounce that?
I think that was Furesuelo who crossed it.
Who crossed it did really well there to play a dangerous ball in. And I think that's a clear handball there, Jamer. As Mike Ott will look to double this lead to 2, with just approaching 15 minutes here, Jamer.
Kapitan kontra sa kapitan. Mike Ott saved. Goes for it again. Lovely save there by Ace Villanueva to keep the scoreline at 1-0.
What an opportunity there to put this match away.
UCFC once again on the offensive. Minigeshi with a handball. Quick free kick for Cebu. Borlongan to Gadya. Gadya to Corsame.
Oh, what a turn!
What a turn!
Magandang laro!
There you go. Uzoka now cleared away. What a turn there from Corsame. Just couldn't make something out of it. And now a substitution for Dynamic Herb Cebu as King Miyagi steps in for Chima Uzoka.
Yeah, this is another great sub. Oh, we take a look at the play. Just kind of love to see that turn from Kasame.
Cebu now putting in all the possible attacks that they could use in order to get their equalizer here. 15 minutes to do so. Mike Ott ang may dala ng bola para sa United City FC. Binigay kay Kenshiro Daniels. Dizon hindi makaabot sa bola agad. Corsame covered well by Hartman. Throw in para sa Cebu. Another one for them.
Yeah, I mean, if UCFC isn't going to score another goal to close this game out, they have to make up for it in the defensive side, because we know that Dynamic Herb is not going to let off the gas. They're going to continue to attack. There's still 14 minutes plus stoppage time. If UCFC wants to get to the final, they have to show it through their defensive efforts here.
Daniels almost a great control there, but it's out for a throw-in for Dynamic Herb Cebu. Saldivar with a throw-in. King Miyagi, nobody there for him. Minigeshi against Davao. Borlongan helping. Minigeshi gets past Borlongan. Now he will try to get past Davao. Takes it back to Sendra. Hartman to the middle. Blocked by Cañas. Altinos taken down by Hartman. Free kick for Cebu. Frustration creeping in right now for Dynamic Herb Cebu as we take a look at that foul from Mark Hartman. Borlongan. Hinahanap si Sinkir. Intercepted ng UCFC. Saldivar. Hinahanap si Miyagi. Save para kay Pinthus.
Pintus has been really sharp tonight, coming off his line there, Jamer. He's been excellent in terms of his distribution as well.
Proving is worthy of that goalkeeper spot for tonight's semifinals against Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. Great game out here, and great spectators as well, even on our online platform as Bienvenido Marañón watching this game. Saldivar. Cross. Hits the post. Thought that was a save there, but it hit the post. Substitution once again for Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. Bari Stasi coming in for Charles Davao III. I think he got a touch to it out there. Let's see this one again, Nate.
That went straight to the post there, Jamer.
There is a corner for Dynamic Herb Cebu out here, so it seems like there was a touch from Pinthus on its way out.
Tense moments down here, Jamer. It's a simple error can be very, very costly at this moment of the game.
Cleared away by Mark Hartman. Chance for Dynamic Herb Cebu to reset. 11 minutes remaining in this game. Minigeshi with a throw in. Referee asking them to just take it a few steps back. Cañas clears only as far as Mike Ott. Throw in para sa Cebu. Long throw. Sandra with a header. Great touch there from King Miyagi. Clearance para kay Matthew Custodio. Familiar duo there between former UAAP standouts. Seems that there's going to be another substitution for UCFC. Clearance. Okuda gets his foot to it and clears the ball out for a throw-in. Now, Coach Frank Muescan to shuffle his cards. Ivan Iwano coming in for Kurt Dizon. 10 minutes or 9 minutes rather to make an impact. Dizon had a decent game as well, Nate.
Yeah, he was dangerous when he needed to be. Difficult match for him as the defensive side for Dynamic Herb Cebu was extremely challenging to break down. But, he did well. It's definitely a good shift for him. And created opportunities, was dangerous when he needed to be. I think they're just looking to bring on some fresh legs here, as he did take a couple of knocks. And it's important, as I said, it's important for the UCFC side to finish the game well in a positive manner going into the final and to close out this match. They always say, Jamer, that defense is the one that wins championships. So when you see this UCFC side unable to really thrash it with goals that they are so capable of doing, it's important that they make it up through the defensive side.
Great
Fantastic
defense.
Ball.
Great pass. Daniels was asking for Iwano over the right side but couldn't get the pass. Forasuelo wins the throw-in. Or rather, Cebu wins the throw-in. With 8 minutes remaining as it stands, it's a rivalry to be in the final between KFC, Iloilo, and United City FC. But Cebu still have a chance to grab a late equalizer here and push this to extra time. King Miyagi couldn't get his head to it. Cañas takes it back to Villanueva. Corsame
Great turn.
lobs it to Tassi. Corsame with a header. Altinoz. Cañas.
They got to take some risk here, Jamer. They got to get forward. This Dynamic Herb Cebu.
Counter-attack time for Cebu. Delivery. Robertson with a block. Handball para kay Daniel Gadia. The never say die attitude of Dynamic Herb Cebu FC is very visible right now, and you can even hear it from the players, even from Ace Villanueva saying kaya pa, konti pa.
Yeah, play to the whistle. That's what they've been good at, and they've shown it in previous matches. But this is a different match here, Jamer.
Owano, napalakas. At napalakas din yung clearance. So, corner para sa United City FC. Saldivar, mukhang pinupulikat na dito. Naririnig natin yung sigaw konti ni Saldivar dito, no? Medyo masakit yung balikat na yon. Mukhang magkakaroon ng substitution ulit para sa Cebu. Limang minuto ang natitira dito sa ating laro. United City FC lamang dito ngayon kontra Cebu. Great sportsmanship out here as Robertson helps Dynamic Herb Cebu to bring out Saldivar. Kenshiro Daniels with the delivery. Touch, foul, says the referee, and it's Dynamic Herb Cebu FC's chance to go for the counter. Corner counts out here. Nate 6 for United City, only 3 for Dynamic Herb Cebu.
Yeah, I think that's very evident for how this second half has played out for us here, Jamer. United City FC has been the more dangerous team in attack, and it shows as they've created way more corner kicks, as Dynamic Herb Cebu hasn't created any actually. And I think we have Kenshiro Daniels down on the field here.
Daniels might have been hit by the arms of Sinclair on the turn.
Yeah, see, these are advantages for the UCFC side to just kind of stop this clock and disrupt the flow, and more stoppages for them, the better. As the clock, they're just trying to run down now and do it in the best way possible. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a couple of changes here at the end just to get the clock stopped here.
2.5 minutes remaining. Possibly 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time. We have to get confirmation of that as well. Gadya with a header. Sablay ang clearance ni Sandra. Throw in para sa Cebu. Miyagi, or rather Okuda. Still with Okuda. Cross. Looking for Miyagi. Saved by Pintos.
Yeah, again, Pintos there where he needs to be. He's been on point all night long with reading the play, coming off his line when he needs to come off his line, and just having really safe and secure hands as he goes up for any type of ball.
Ace Villanueva made a mistake there. Great coverage, by the way, by Gadya.
Yeah, very, very fortunate there.
Through pass, just send that out wide, and a throw in for UCFC. Going down to the final minute now of this second half. Cebu still chasing for that elusive goal and equalizer. Clearance para kay Custodio. Minigeshi heads it back to Lingbo. Back to Minigeshi. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Corsame. Ang lalim na ni Corsame dito. Ganda ng pasa! Saved by Pinthus. Sinclair could not get his head right into the goal, and we have 5 long minutes of added time.
Yeah, that's a great pass from Corsame as he picks out Sinclair, who gets his head to it, just not enough power. He doesn't generate enough power or placement to get it past Pinthus, who did well to hold his line and read the play. But yeah, this is going to be a long 5 minutes.
For both sides out here,
Yeah,
Nate.
for both
For
sides. Look at the
UCFC, what a pass. Daniels to Minegeshi.
first touch.
Strike, save! Gadia, nag-isip. At nailabas ng Cebu. Altinos, counter-attack para sa Cebu.
Woof. Some dangerous moments there for Dynamic Herb Cebu, as they could have given up another goal there. But they're still attacking and they're still
See
hanging
here.
on here.
Strike from Miyagi.
Oh, I like that.
With a turn. Blocked
Great defending, but
by
wow.
Porosuelo.
That's the type of defending that's going to get you into the championship.
All-out attack
Look
now.
at the defender. Look at the defender holding his body. That's Akura. Holding his body, doing everything to turn this man. And it's a dire save to keep it.
Another corner for Cebu. Will we go to extra time? Altinos will take this corner for them. The delivery headed away. Okuda went for the bicycle but nothing there. 3 minuto ang natitira sa ating laro. Isang goal ang namamagitan sa Cebu at sa UCFC. Cañas with a header. Morlongan keeps it in play. Ott sent it forward for Owano. Cuts back. Poor pass there. Tassi clears. Altinos on the turn. Counter-attack time for the boys in red. Robertson with the coverage. Last 2 minutes here in this game. Tara ang sigaw ng kanilang team captain na si Ace Villanueva. Pero may substitution dito. Paulo Salenga coming in for Pika Minegeshi.
Yeah, good performance overall for the veteran. Pika did it, worked extremely hard down the left flank there. And he put in a really tough shift. They're bringing on Salenga, some fresh attacking threats. Now that the match has opened up, you know, these are the kind of moments in the dire minutes that a fresh sub can really take advantage.
Sandra. Good coverage. Clearance. Cañas sends it long. Asking for a handball there. Corsame. Ball goes out. Throw in for Cebu. 1 final minute to get an equalizer. Daniels to Hartman. Hartman taken down by Gadia. Cebu slowly seeing their finals dream slip away now. With 30 seconds remaining in this game. And UCFC setting up an all-out rivalry with Kaya FC Luilo in the final. Meliton Pelayo consulting with his 4th official, Rodney Leble. This is what they're pleading for. Handball, close one.
Looks close there, Jamer. That's definitely a cause for argument there.
I hope we could get one more look at that, Nate.
I could see why they were frustrated with the no call there. Extremely close.
Almost done. Hartman. Baristasi covers. Foul against UCFC. One final roll of the dice for the gentle giants of Dynamic Herb Cebu. Sinkir to Miyagi. Gorsame and Pinthas hold on to the deer ball. Referee blows time, and United City FC sets up a date with Kaya FC Iloilo in the final of the 2022 Copa Paulino Alcantara. Intense game. It went down the wire, Nate. But United City FC takes all the marbles and that lone goal against Dynamic Herb Cebu FC.
Yeah, what a match there, Jamer. From start to finish, it was exciting. It had drama. And now we see United City FC back in the finals after 1 year hiatus as they take on Kaya Football Club for the finals of this Paulino Alcantara Copa. And what a final we have in store for us. But man, what a great match here tonight, Jamer. Just one goal, but so much action, so much quality, and great defensive moments from both sides here, Jamer.
Similar scoreline to the first game as well.
That's right.
But it was an intense game between Dynamic Herb Cebu FC and United City FC, the third place team in the tournament, takes out the second place team in Dynamic Herb Cebu.
Yeah, let's give credit to this Dynamic Herb Cebu, who have just been a wonderful story this entire Copa, and they've really made some great performances and great strides as a club as we've seen them progress this year tremendously. And I don't think they have anything to be ashamed of. They really prepared for this tournament as best as they could, and they didn't disappoint. They're going to be a very tough team to play against in the league, and I think they will just hopefully learn and grow from this experience, because they have to keep their heads high, and they really performed I think beyond expectations, at least for the viewer standpoint. So credit to this Dynamic Herb Cebu, who just had a great run. And they'll still have a third or fourth place match for the finals day. But the storyline here is UCFC back in the finals after a 1 year hiatus from the Copa, as they look to reclaim glory against the boys from Kaya Football Club. What a final we have in store for us, Junior.
If there's a team that you would expect to try and grab the trophy away from Iloilo, it's United City FC, and they've proven that they could do that tonight after edging out Dynamic Herb Cebu with just a goal courtesy of Semen Lingbo. But what a free kick from Kenshiro Daniels to find Lingbo, not the tallest of the guys inside the box, but he was able to get his head to it.
Yeah.
Was able to get the goal, and that's what mattered the most for United City FC. As we take a look at some of the highlights of the match, Pinthas was called into action many times in this game.
Yeah, Pinthas was solid throughout the match. He read the play extremely well and organized his back line. And we have to credit UCFC for the way they defended from start to finish. We know it wasn't their night in terms of scoring goals, but that's a positive sign, Jamer, that they're able to advance to the finals on an unlucky night, on a night where they could have easily had 2, 3, even 4 goals. So, you know, for them, if you're a UCFC if you're a UCFC fan, you just kind of have to hope that their luck will turn in the finals and all of those missed chances will convert into chances versus in the finals. But again, you know, let's credit Anthony Pintas and the back line of UCFC because, you know, they defended hard as we saw from the start of the match all the way into the end. And that is really what is bringing them to the finals, because it's not their ability to score goals tonight. It was their ability to defend, right? And I told you, typically teams that they say defense wins championships. Defense wins championships. So, you know, I think with Mitchell back in the lineup for Kaya, we're going to have one of the best Copa finals we've ever had, I think, Jamer. It's looking very, very promising right now with these two sides. And I personally just cannot wait for that final now.
Well, before we wrap this baby up, Nate, we have our player of the match, the scorer of that solitary goal, Simen Lingbo, now for our interview.
I think we put in a good shift. We know that Cebu is a team that works really hard, and we knew that we had to match their intensity coming into the game, and I believe that we managed to do that, and really happy that we were able to get the goal in the end.
Because we know like G can't do it, so it has to be you and Cebu.
Yeah, I saw that we got the ball out on the left flank, and I was just trying to get into a good position into the box, and then I saw the ball coming towards me. It was all about getting a good connection to the ball and save it.
This is the numbers don't lie.
It will be an exciting game. We know that Kaya is Kaya. We know what they will put into the pitch, and it's all about getting the intensity up, playing our game, and focus on what we can do during the game. Then I think we'll have an interesting final. Thank you.
So that was Simen Lingbo of United City FC. Take a look at the stats out here, Nate. You said defense win championships. United City FC forced to defend well against the very aggressive, dynamic Cebu FC, and you can see the aggression out here in terms of the stats. 17 shots, 8 on target for dynamic Cebu. Foul counts at 8 for Cebu out here, but with United City FC, shots 11 and 7 on target. Your final thoughts on the stats for tonight, Nate?
Yeah, for me, it's a finals-worthy performance from this UCFC. They had to dig deep, and there were moments in the match where things could have turned the opposite way, but, you know, they handled the lead very, very well, and, you know, their grit and, you know, the ugly side of the game, sometimes it's not so beautiful, but it's what produces championships, and I think this performance is definitely something that they can build on from the previous matches. And, you know, it's always about which team can elevate to the final and then elevate themselves in the final with a finals worthy performance. So you know, looking forward to that final. But we also have this 3rd and 4th place match, which is between Dynamic Cebu and Stallion, which will also be another electric match. This is a 3rd place match, and both teams still have something to play for, as, you know, they've really had, you know, tough seasons, tough Copas, and to come away with something would be meaningful for sure there, Jamer.
Well, the stage is set for the final. Kaya FC Iloilo will defend the title against their rivals, United City FC, and that is going to be on Sunday, May 22nd. We want to thank you all for watching this game. From everyone here, from the broadcast team, we would like to thank you all for watching, and this is Jamer de la Cruz. We will see you in the final of the 2022 Copa Paulino Alcantara.
Opportunity here, and we've got our first goal of the match.